Right, here we are back on the mat side sofa, end of day one at the World Championships in Tokyo. I'm going to start by asking Loretta Cusack-Doyle to give her thoughts, first of all, on the under 48 kilo category. Oh, you've moved seats. Right, okay, so right. Now look, if you look at... Look. Okay, right, here you go. Right.
It's either that or they've got the television the wrong way around.
Oh, he's taken the wrong way.
Right, Loretta Cusack-Doyle.
Well, it was a foregone conclusion, wasn't it? Villa did, what a star, came out. But in fairness to the Japanese, I feel she was pretty unlucky at the end. There was that score, you can't take it away from her. There's no doubt about it. It was a Wazari. Could have even been very close to a pawn. But after that, she shut up shop. She just ran away. And I feel that possibly if she just pushed it, she could have most probably finished it again. She's got the ability to throw and throw big, but she just wanted to just steal the last few minutes of that, and which didn't. It looked poor at the end, and that's what I was disappointed about.
Were you not listening to the commentary then?
Is that what you were saying? I couldn't actually hear you. I could just see it, but that's what I personally thought.
It's exactly what we said. You know, in a way, there was a little bit of stealing it from her. You know,
To. That's the thing, she didn't need to.
You concur with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that she was running away too early. I think in the last minute, we see so many contests that are lost in the last minute, don't we? And I think she was running away too early. And we don't need to see her do that because she is, you know, so superior, and she's very good at just taking the techniques as she did, you know, with Tanaki. You know, Tanaki was the one that initiated the technique, and she had it turned on her. And I think that Billedid didn't need to run in the last minute. So I think that's a little bit of lack of experience. I mean, you know, what can you say? She's two-time a world champion now, and she's 18 years of age. You know,
4-0 over Tanaki.
And 4-0 over Tanaki in front of her home crowd, you know, so she had all the pressures on. So, I mean, you know, she did absolutely amazing. She was amazing, but Tanaki was amazing as well. I said that, you know, whatever happens, what I said there in that before that final started, Tanaki has had a, you know, she'd won Ippon all the way through. I think the reason we didn't see Billedid laughing or smiling at the end there is because she wanted to score Ippon all the way through. Such was the level of this championship, you know, at 48 kilograms and at 60s. My God, you know, we saw some amazing matches.
Just before we go into that, I think you might be right where Billedid has seen a few people lose it in the last minute. She said, it's not happening to me, I don't care what I do.
Yeah, and she was a little bit desperate. She was too near the edge, and you know, and if the different set of referees, it could have just swung against her, and it would have been tragic because, you know, she's a great judo person, and we don't want to see major tournaments won on shidos.
Krasnicki winning a bronze medal.
Brilliant. And Krasnicki looked so strong, you know, physically so strong. I think I put her as an outsider to come through, Krasnicki. And I don't think she was an outsider, really. That was unfair to say she was an outsider. I think Krasnicki's been so consistent. And then to come through, she came out there, and I think that, you know, the Spanish was kind of happy that she was there. She'd done, you know, her bronze medal was getting to that bronze medal match, and you could see it in their faces when they came out. And then Krasnicki just came out and, you know, I'm going to show you exactly, you know, what the score is. And that Uchimata was phenomenal. Brilliant.
Munkbat showing that she's still in the mix.
Oh, definitely. You can't write her off. She's a real consistent athlete. But that match was something special. And Krasnicki just showed the class that she truly is and what she's capable of doing. And she will be a real contender for the Olympic Games next year. There's no doubt about it. And the Uchimata, my goodness me, what a throw. Throw of the day, wasn't it? Superb. That's all you can really say with that one.
Biggest question mark for me left in that weight category is where to now then for Tanaki Funa. 0-4 against Daria Billedid, and although she really, you know, ran her close, in the scorebook it's still going to say 0-4. 4. Right, 60 kilo category. Most impressive performance of the day?
Well, it has to be the Georgian. I mean, Shik Vimiani was absolutely brilliant, and I don't think we mentioned him enough. I think we were right. You know, we didn't mention him enough, but he was really so consistent all the way through the day. He just grounded out, you know, and then just worked his way ahead all the way through. And, you know, Smetov just didn't have enough for him in the final. I thought that Smetov looked to me as if he was climbing on top of it and that he thought that he was going to win it, you know, and I thought that he really believed that he was going to win it, and but it wasn't to be. And credit, you know, Georgia have a world champion. Can you imagine that? They've started it off. I mean, I think they started with 3 world number 1s in this, if not 4, and I can't remember what it was, in the men's categories. And so they've got 1 world champion. And there's only 2 weight categories gone. That's amazing, you know.
And we knew they weren't going to win the under 48 kilo category.
Well, we knew they weren't. Yeah, I mean, it was only the men's, isn't it? That they're contesting really for major titles. And wow, it was a terrific one. But I have to say this, that there were some pretty fantastic performances all the way through by some special people. They had some great championships, you know, great runs through to the later rounds as well. You know.
We did get the All Japan matchup that we were thinking about, but it wasn't in the match that we thought it could be. It ended up in the bronze medal match.
That's right. We actually thought that could be a possible final match, and it wasn't to be. But what a bronze medal match it was. And Nakayama, well, he pulled it out at the end, didn't he? Lucky man. But those are the mistakes when you just switch off, don't you? He thought he had it in the bag, didn't he? And he just, that lapse of concentration, he spread himself out to do a false attack, thinking that would be enough. He spun under him, got the Wazari back, and then switched off all of a sudden and got himself held down.
That's what Neil was saying, yeah.
Absolute disgrace, wasn't it, really, for someone that is so mature and with an array of world-class medals under his belt to be doing that sort of thing at a world championship bronze medal final. That's just amazing. I was surprised.
Finally then, the nearly man, Sharafuddin Lutfilayev from Uzbekistan, you know, we knew he was going to medal because he'd got to the final. Unfortunately for him, he lost out there, and it's happened to him, you know, time and time again with the big ones. But at least he's taken a silver medal now. He should feel better about it.
A silver medal at the World Championships, especially this one here. You know, there were. We've got the largest entry of any World Championships. It's the largest World Championships ever.
And no one was missing.
Nobody was missing. Nobody missing. And to get to the final with a performance like he's had a lot of injuries as well. But to get to the final and to perform like he did was amazing, you know. But credit to the Georgian. It was an amazing performance.
What I meant by that was, we know that, I don't want to be disparaging to the heavyweights who are taking part in the plus 100 kilo category, but there will always be this, you know, in brackets, and Teddy wasn't there. But as far as this weight category is concerned, everyone was there, including 2 Japanese.
Yeah, including 2 Japanese. We know they've got depth in every weight category, but you know they decided to. One of the categories was 60 kilos. The other one is 66s tomorrow, where they've got 2 in there. And I think also that we've got to point out that this was probably a sorting out. For the Olympic Games next year. You know, everybody was watching. All the right people were watching. So it will be interesting to see who they send.
Neil Adams, thank you very much for your thoughts. Loretta Cusack-Doyle, thank you very much for your thoughts. We'll be back tomorrow with more live action from day 2 of the World Championships in Tokyo. But from the 3 of us here on our sofa, Matt side, it's bye-bye for now.